In the animal kingdom, intelligence has evolved in many different ways in many different creatures. We often think of our fellow primates at the top of the intelligence list, with their ability to use tools like sticks and rocks to access food, and with their ability to recognize themselves in the mirror. Orcas, too, are among the most intelligent, with their unique language skills and orchestrated hunting techniques. And anyone with a dog is constantly surprised at complex feats of social intelligence and emotional sensitivity. Intelligence seems to thrive in animals like this, mammals, often carnivorous ones, that live in tight social groups. But if we survey the world of animals, one of the smartest is one that is perhaps unexpected. An animal that isn't a mammal at all, but a bird, crows, or more generally, corvids. Corvids are mischievous, playful, and extremely intelligent. They use tools to forage and to solve complex problems. They even drop nuts on a road for cars to crack, and then pick them up with the safety of pedestrian lights. They can also recognize faces, and can hold a grudge against someone who was rude to them for several years. They can mimic sounds that they hear, and scientists have found that their problem-solving skills rival that of a 7-year-old human. How is it that crows are so profoundly intelligent? And how is it that we even measure their intelligence in the first place? Is bird intelligence wired in the same way as mammal intelligence? Or is it something different altogether? The corvid family is also known as the crow family, and includes crows, jays, ravens, rooks, and magpies. The level of intelligence varies between the species, but scientists have found that the New Caledonian crow is the most intelligent. They're to corvids what we are to the rest of the primates. In 2014, the crows were presented with various tubes filled with water, with a treat floating on top, which they couldn't quite reach. In one trial, when presented with a treat inside a tube of water and a treat sitting on top of sand, the crows knew to drop rocks into the water-filled tube to raise the water level to reach the treat, and ignored the tube with sand. In the next trial, when presented with a single tube of water and objects with various densities, the crows knew to select the sinking objects rather than the floating ones to reach the treat. When presented with 2 tubes of differing water levels, the crows knew to drop objects in the tube with the higher water level to reach the treat faster. These trials demonstrated the crows' abilities in both problem-solving and tool use, and the authors believe that their skill level at deciphering and completing these tasks is similar to 5 to 7-year-old children. However, in 2 more challenging tasks, the crows didn't perform as well. One required understanding the difference in a wide tube versus a narrow tube, and another was a counterintuitive task, where the tube with the reward was connected to another tube via a hidden U-bend. The crows didn't fully grasp these setups, but in comparison, during tests with human children, only kids around 8 years old were able to consistently solve such tests. And in addition to using tools, New Caledonian crows can build tools. And not just simple ones, but ones with multiple parts. When given objects that were too short to retrieve food from a puzzle box, the crows combined elements by inserting one stick into the hollowed opening of another to make a tool long enough to reach the food. One crow even made 3- and 4-part tools. Compound tool construction like this has only been observed outside humans in a few captive great apes. It's usually only associated with human intelligence. And in addition to this, we now think crows might be better than we ever could have imagined at making plans for the future. The ability to take actions now that will give a benefit later is not something that most animals are good at. Delayed gratification and planning are high-order skills. Human children can't do this, and neither can many of the adults that I know.